haven't filmed in so long, this feels so weird. Hello there! Welcome to 5 favorites of February 2022. I haven't filmed in a minute. I've been pre-recording a lot of stuff because I've been really busy lately. And you know, usually I do my favorites videos with all the products on my face. But today we got no product on my face because I don't have time to do that. But I will give you clips and I'll give you extended close-ups of everything so you can see it and you can actually, you know, kind of get a gist of what the products are like. Let's start off today. We have truly something out of every category. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of skincare because this month has been pretty rich when it comes to drugstore skincare stuff. So the first thing that I have is a new brand which just landed at the Rossmann drugstore, which is called Fluff or Floof, Floof Superfood. They have a bunch of stuff. They have milky serums, which are very similar to what Fourth Way Beauty does, and I really like them. Then they have all kinds of different moisturizers, makeup removing balm, and some body care as well. They have a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff from them, I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's quite affordable. I do believe it is a Polish brand. And overall, the stuff is kind of fun looking. The ingredients are pretty nice. I was running all the ingredients list through the websites that I usually use to check my skincare, and I did find some items that actually seemed pretty cool, so I decided to give them a shot. One of them was this moisturizer, which is the Fluff Superfoods Morning Cappuccino. It's like an energizing day cream with kombucha extract. So I love to drink kombucha, of course, and I do tend to like skincare with fermented ingredients, which is exactly what kombucha is, right? It's kind of like a fermented mushroom. Or tea, or both. I don't know exactly. Well, anyway, it's in this cream, and I do like the packaging. It's just plastic. You get 50 milliliters of product, so very standard, and it looks like this. It does have a little bit like thicker texture than my usual daily moisturizers I go for, and it smells divine. I have to keep sniffing it. So it is a little bit thicker, at least it looks a little bit thicker. It's not actually that thick on the skin, but it is not like my usual, like a gel cream that I use all the time, and I do use these a lot. But this has been very nice on my drier skin now in the winter, so I'm very glad I bought this. It does have some interesting ingredients. It does have hydrolyzed yeast extract. It does have black tea ferment. There's coffee seed extract, coconut water. There's hyaluronic acid. You know, you get like a nice hydrating mix of ingredients. There are no heavy oils, I think, or butters or anything like that. So it does actually make quite a decent day cream for me, which I'm very happy about. It doesn't really smell like coffee though. It smells like kind of sweet a little bit, and like, I really cannot describe that, but it smells amazing and I love it so much. It has been like my go-to moisturizer. It is around 200 crowns, so it's not like the cheapest one you can get in the drugstore, but I am so happy with the texture of this and how it absorbs even on top of my serums that I would definitely recommend spending the money because I think it's a great moisturizer. So that was my item number 1. Let's continue on the skincare wave because we have a little bit of something else from Rossmann, which is from their own Isana brand. So Isana is their own brand which does skincare, a little bit of makeup I think, and a lot of body care, shower gels, anything you really, you know, can imagine in the drugstore. And right now they have like a limited edition of some skincare and body care, and one part of that edition are 3 serums. 2 of them are oil serums, and one of them is like a glow hydrating serum. I have that one too, but it's kind of like an average serum. There's not much to talk about there. But the oil serum, they have 2. They have this maracuja one, which is like a passion fruit one, and then they have a watermelon. I decided to go for the passion fruit because I love how that smells. And I was a little bit intimidated because if you look really up close, you can see that there is a lot of like oil speckles, like when you look on top of a very oily soup. That's what it looks like. It looks like an oily soup, like a chicken broth. So it does look like a little bit of a oilier serum. It doesn't look like emulsified oil, which scared me a little bit, but I had hope because my skin has been so dry lately and there's nothing that changes that, and I will tell you, this truly helps. It is not really a serum. I already spoke about this with a Catrice oil serum. Those are not really serums as you know them, so you shouldn't be calling them that because you don't want to put them, you know, on in a different part of your routine. But I use this one as my last step in the serum routine. So it's like my last treatment, and it is quite oily, but it's not oily like clear oil. It's not just oil. It does absorb really nicely. If you put it just on your dry skin, like on your hand, it is going to absorb completely. So I think it still has the benefit of the oil, that it's like a very occlusive layer that's not gonna let the moisture out, but at the same time it's not like just oil, which is just gonna sit on top of your skin and be really thick and annoying, which I don't really like. So this one is like a really nice compromise, I think. The passion fruit serum in particular does have provitamin B5 and the passion fruit extract, and it's supposed to be like intensively regenerating. The watermelon one was supposed to be a little bit more hydrating, so I decided to take this one. And oh my god, it smells divine. Like, I love this. I love putting this on my face so much. If you have very dry skin and you really struggle, I would say this is like a nice thing to add into your routine, because it's not like an oil. I feel a little bit more difference in my skin in the morning when I use this instead of using just an oil on top of everything. So I would definitely recommend it. The ingredients list is actually quite simple, and there aren't many ingredients my skin wouldn't agree with. The only thing is that it is fragrance, so if you have very sensitive skin, beware of that, as I always say. However, it is like really good. This has been really transforming my super dry face into a little bit less super dry face in the morning. Okay, next let's dibble dabble into a very random category, which is candles. Like, yeah, I love candles. Obviously, everybody likes them. Maybe not everybody. I like candles. Currently, I've been obsessed with this Revolution floral set of candles. I ordered this when they did like the huge end of the year sale. I don't know, I just kind of felt like I need more candles in my life because they bring me peace and happiness. So this is a set of 3. They have 2 different sets. One is a little bit more like fruity and yeah, kind of fruity and more fresh. This one, floral, as it says on the box. I would normally go for the fruity one, but I thought, you know what, that's just a little bit too straightforward, and I have like a ton of fruity candles from IKEA, so screw that, and I went for this one. You have 3 different mini candles. I'm actually burning one of them right now. This is the orange and oud. I don't know how to say that, but it smells amazing. It is like a little bit more earthy, woodsy orange, and it smells very good. Then you have the cucumber and bergamot, which is, I think I've been burning this one probably the most. It is so nice. It smells like very sophisticated, fresh and citrusy scent. Like, it is fresh, but it's also a little bit like heavy, like musky. I'm so sorry, I cannot describe scents, like I don't know how. And then you have the third one, which is patchouli and cedarwood, which, damn, like it smells like a guy in the woods. Yeah, that's an accurate description. Whatever, I like it, okay? I think those are great. They were like 12 euros, I think, for the set of 3 minis. I think they're pretty good, because I'm kind of scared of buying full-size candles, because you never know if you're gonna like the scent enough to burn the whole thing. And these candles are not very expensive. I would say they're like the more affordable ones, but I just wasn't sure that these fragrances are gonna be for me. So I decided to take it easy, buy the minis, and now I'm just intrigued to buy even more minis, honestly. But if you were thinking about getting those, I would get them. I really like the scent, especially if you're in like more woodsy and like earthy, you know, these like patchouli fragrances. There will be something for you in there for sure. That's my candle obsession live. And now we're just going to move into the makeup category, where I have 2 items. There's been a lot of new makeup lately. Like, I've been buying, I mean, not a lot of stuff. I haven't been really shopping online, but I did buy some stuff for sure, because NYX came out with like the electrolyte whatever collection. Like, people don't even know what to put in the makeup anymore, but it is filled with electrolytes. It's supposed to be like plumping, hydrating, yada yada. I'm gonna have a whole video with that collection. But one thing from that collection keeps just kind of sticking with me, and I keep using it, and I thought might as well put it here because I really like it. I think I like it. So this is the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum Primer with electrolytes. It is nice. I like this packaging way more than I like the marshmallow one. It was the same thing, but this one is see-through, and I really like it. I would just say that this is a very good primer. It reminds me a lot of the, where are you? Like these, like the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer and the Mint Melt primer. It's a little bit grippy. It's a little bit like the Milk Hydro Grip, but like 100 times better, I would say. It is hydrating, it is a little bit plumping, but mostly you can kind of feel it being grippy and sticky, but not as much sticky, but still very sticky compared to the e.l.f. primers, I would say. So yeah, the stickiness hydration ratio in this one is just perfect for me. My foundation lasts really well with this. It doesn't separate. It really keeps my face hydrated. I wore foundation with this for like 15 hours and it wasn't fine. I would be lying if I said it was fine. But definitely I wasn't, all dried up and separated. That's always a good thing, and that's always the matter of which hydrating products I use, because I do need to hydrate my face a lot, especially if I use makeup, because I do powder my face, and if I hydrate enough underneath, it's not gonna start breaking apart. It's very simple. So yes, I would definitely recommend this. In my opinion, the NYX primers are a little bit steep in price, but I would say they are mostly worth it. I don't think I ever had a NYX primer, except for the marshmallow one, that I wouldn't really like and I wouldn't think is worth the money. This one for me is definitely worth the money. And the last but not least, but also the smallest, is this liner. This is the Sephora eyeliner. What are you? Intense ink liner, waterproof, in the shade Satin Forest Green. I got this a while back, like a couple months back, when I was at Sephora and they had like, buy 3 pay 2 on all the Sephora collection stuff. And I have a friend there who works there, and she kind of just showed me around and told me what's kind of good from them. And I picked up 2 of these eyeliners. I have a different one, which is like this mauvey, nudish, reddish color. And I ended up loving them both. It is like a felt tip eyeliner. So you have like a pot, you have the brush tip, and you dip it in, which I don't prefer that with like my regular black liners, but I don't mind it with like glitter ones and these like colorful ones. But the color is so perfect. I've been wearing this so much, like on its own or with just a little bit of something resembling a cut crease, or just so many different looks you can do with a green eyeliner. And even on its own, it just looks so good. Like, I'm incredibly in love with the color. This is like the best purchase ever, and the staying power of this eyeliner is insane. Very reliable, very thin in formula. It dries completely. It doesn't crumble. It doesn't do anything weird. It's just a great eyeliner formula. It's also quite affordable. I think it's like $300. I mean, for the money, it's a great eyeliner, and I'm so in love with the color. Seriously, like my most worn eyeliner in the past month for sure. Yes, and I think that is actually it. So those are my favorites of November. No, not November. It's February. It's February. Oh my god, it feels like November for sure. We had a little bit of everything, a little bit of skincare, a little bit of makeup. There's a lot of new launches happening, so if there's anything you want me to review, let me know. And I guess I will see you in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing. And if you want to see more videos where I talk about my favorite products, you can check out the playlist. See ya!